So funny thing is, this thing's got an airbag light, but the harness they gave me has nothing to do with the airbag. The impact sensor harness doesn't even go to it. Anyways, I'm just gonna do what they tell me to do. Anyways, looks like the front, somewhere along the front, they got everything kind of zip tied on the front here. That's probably all chewed up. Impact sensor. What else? Yeah, I got that zip tied. This is supposed to be the fog light connector, I believe. That bolt's not even tight. Yeah, damn body shops. Well, when your manager doesn't write down what harness the harness they supplied us goes to, you gotta figure it out yourself. So it looks like it's this guy, and it runs into there, all the way underneath. Maybe that's why the body shop doesn't want to do it. Lazy bastards. They just want to put the bumper on. Anyways, let's get started. I'll lift it up, see where it goes. Probably have to remove the condenser or the radiator. Remove some body coverings. See where that harness all goes. Looks like it goes to the AC condenser harness. We'll remove the body or the underbody stuff. Let me get that stuff off first. So it looks like that harness runs along in here and goes to all this stuff. Travels along the back. So I think I gotta remove at least probably nothing if I can get my hands into everything. Then it goes up to there, over up to the electric water pump right here for the inverter. And then, yeah, just see if I can fish everything. You know, just gotta have small hands. Get through everything. So I'm gonna start at that end, disconnect stuff, unplug individual ones, and then, yeah. Okay, so the best thing for doing harnesses to get these, like all these little clips in those little crevices and stuff, I just use various lengths of, you know, trim tool remover. It's an old harness, so it doesn't matter. You can break these clips by pulling on them, and they just flare out like that, as you can see. And then yeah, I just reach in and get every clip with these things without having to stick my hand in there. So different angles, different lengths, all work. So I'm gonna go along the back side of this, unclip all the connectors and remove the clips off of the where they go into. I'm gonna have to fish it out through this side because I don't think the hole is big enough to get this bulk connector in. And then when I stick the new one in, I have to do the same thing. Stick it through here, fish it through to the other end. So let's go around the back. So far I just removed the harness for the hood latch up there, and that wire just clips on underneath here, and then it runs along the side here and then down to that connector, and then the AC pressure switch is on that harness as well. I guess you've never seen a Honda Insight. You don't get very many of these, but yeah, here's the cooler, or I guess the radiator for the hybrid system. You got your condenser here, you got your radiator there, and then you got your transmission cooler right over here, and then that's your Honda Insight right there. So this came out before the Civic Hybrid. I think they discontinued it for a couple of years, and now they bring out the Civic Hybrid. But I think this one's better because this one's not only it's port injected. The new Civic Hybrid is direct injected. I haven't really had to do many repairs other than body shop repairs on these Insights. So hard part is there was one clip hiding behind here. That was the hard part. So all the harness is pretty much all nice and loose all the way up here. Now it's gonna go up there, and then we're gonna find the rest of the harness, and we should be pretty much done. All right, now we're up here. I had to remove the intake air box and everything. I'm gonna have to remove this guy too because it goes under there. So it splits off right through the harness right there. So this one splits off down to here. I think it goes down to what is it? Where does it go? It goes down here somewhere. I think it goes to this radar here, and then the other one, it goes to the fog light. I think that's where it goes. And then, yeah, then it goes down to there somewhere. Okay, so got this side of the harness off. This one goes to the radar. I don't know why they just bring it in to get the radar, like the harness, just the harness to do, because you're gonna have to calibrate the radar. So when they should technically have everything here with the bumper and everything. But I don't know. I guess sometimes people don't think, right? I guarantee you they're gonna be back for radar calibration. So, anyways, so I got the harness. This one goes to the horn. So it comes down and then the other side splits and it goes up to the horn. So how I usually get it out is I got my long thing, you just give it a twist and it comes off the hole, and that's it. That's how I reach into those tight spots with the trim tool remover. So that's this side of the harness. This one goes to the fog light, which is not here. So, you know, they leave it exposed to the rain outside because it's raining. Got nothing to plug in, so now we gotta get this side of the harness that goes down to there, which I believe goes to a ground right there. And then we should be done, and then I just gotta fish in the new harness. All right, so the harness is out, and honestly, I don't see anything wrong with the harness other than this broken part that mounts onto the bracket right here. So I don't know. Okay, so I fished this connector here. Oh, too close. Zoom out. Okay, so clips into there. Yeah, and then 90-degree bend goes up to here to that AC pressure switch. So I gotta connect this guy. You gotta have small little fingers like me to. If I can just. Yeah, this is why my wife is dating me. Click in. There we go, clicked in. Now I just gotta click the rest of the harness that goes to the hood latch up here, and then it runs along that thing. So that's part of that harness. And then we're gonna finish putting everything else down here into this spot here. Correct that. Not why she's dating me. That's why she married me, I guess. we're actually married. But anyways. Oh yeah, and I think by the time this video comes out, my wife should be 3 months pregnant. So by the time this video comes out, she's 3 months. So looking forward to being a dad. Just making sure everything goes in. And that's the hood latch, and then now we're going to go underneath and get the rest of the harness. Alright, so harness is all back together. You know how I mentioned that there's an SRS light on the dash? I don't know if they're replacing this harness for that SRS light, but just by, you know, just looking at stuff, well actually I found the issue where while I was just installing this harness, and I think they need this harness with the airbag harness and stuff. Look at this impact sensor. There's the connector for it. It's all bent up. I guess it got pulled by at some point. I don't know. That's this side. How about the other side? Yeah, so that's what it's supposed to look like, you know, right? But anyways, they want the this harness to put in, so it's body shop supplied. So what are you gonna do, right? That's what they want. That's what they get. This one goes like this, right? And then it goes down under. Anyways. Alright, so I got the harness in. Everything's done. Some of you might be saying that, hey, why didn't you fix that SRS wiring harness? Well, first of all, you don't fix airbag harnesses. You replace them. And I don't even know if that's what the harness is, like the harness that they want me to replace is what that for that reason too. It might be just because that connector over there where it clips onto is broken, because, you know, somebody would have to had looked at it and quoted that for that harness, because, you know, an estimator or whatever, or somebody who who looked at the car and gave him a whole repair quote to the insurance company would have to already looked at it. Plus, if you look at the work order, it only says to replace that harness. So I don't know if it's because for the airbag light, maybe it's just for that broken connector over there, but that's about it. And at the same time, if they had done the wiring harness repair at their shop, they would know that it's the wrong harness for the airbag system, because there's nothing on that harness for the airbag system. And they would know that if they did it themselves. I guess it's because it goes along the inside, and technically you're supposed to remove the whole front end to get that harness off. But I do this so often that all the harnesses are all the same. You can if you have small hands and you have the proper tools, you can sneak everything out. Same thing, like I've done interior floor harnesses, roof harnesses, engine harness, front, basically the same harness that I did today. They're pretty much the same. You can sneak them all out. Technically in the book, you're supposed to recover the AC, remove the radiator and all that kind of stuff to get the harness and stuff out. But it's, you only get so much time, because how body shops work. They quote amount of time, a lot amount of time, because you got to do all that. And then, they bring it to our shop and, pay us peanuts to replace the harness. And then that's how they make money off of it. Getting the bumper on and off is easy. It's just a couple clips, couple bolts. So yeah, we probably get like a small amount of what they get for, doing what I was going to do, or what I am doing. And yeah, anyways, just rambling here. If it does come back, I'll make a second video, because if they're wrong in their diagnosis for the airbag light because of that harness, then probably most likely be back. And plus, it probably needs a radar calibration as well, because if there's a collision on the front. Plus, it might also need an SRS unit depending on how severe the accident was. So there's a whole can of worms that I don't want to open. But that's totally up to the body shop. That's, they want me to replace the harness. That's what I do. I'm not gonna, take my time and do something that is not what they want me to do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, I'm not getting paid to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. That's pretty much it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you check it out in the description down below, you'll see my Amazon affiliate store, and if you purchase something, it'll help me. And yeah, and I'll see you next time. Oh, you know what? Honda Insight is back. The one I did the front harness on. Of course, it was the wrong one, like I said. But the actual harness that needed replaced for the airbag is the main harness. And it's a big harness. Like this one goes along the firewall. It goes inside the firewall on one side, and it goes into the firewall on the other side. And then it also has the fuse box with it and the positive cable. And yeah, I think it's probably easier to pull the engine out, because it runs along the back of the firewall, in behind the brake booster, behind the brake lines and everything, in through the firewall on this side, and then in through the firewall on that side. You gotta take the brake line reservoir out, see, and you gotta access it in the back. So it's not a very fun job, but you just gotta pick at it and then pull everything out, stick it all back in. So I think this is going to be a pretty big video, but like I said, I don't know if I have time to make a video on this, because I got to get this thing out. Get out of here! Hard part is trying to find a way to get it in. There's your AC lines and everything. Yeah, it runs. So yeah, this is the inside right now. You gotta pull out the panels on this side, and then on the other side you gotta remove the HVAC box to get that harness in, up and behind it. So you don't have to take the dash out, but it comes out from the bottom there. Let me show you. Yeah, so here you go. Yeah, you just remove all that stuff, and then it comes right through here.